Okay, Shalom, Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This is your brother Awar, making a video to edify the sheep, to feed the lambs. Shalom to the Akim and the Akwathim that are going to be watching this video. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Atham. Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, I just clicked record on the YouTube, so this one's going to upload immediately after I'm done, but I seen this article, or was it a YouTube? No, I think I seen it on CP24 first on Twitter earlier today. People were talking about, oh man, these guys are going around. You know who it is? It's a black person doing it. But somehow, for every time a Edomite guns down a Negro, Latino, or Native Indian, it's not a hate crime. But every time any little thing happens to one of these Jewish people, it's automatically a hate crime, right? But this is another one of them cases now, where apparently 5 people stabbed at Hanukkah celebration in New York, in latest attack on Jews in the region. Right, it's been decades now since the prophet's been on the street corners. Now all of a sudden, just out of the burst out of nowhere, there's just a bunch of Israelites want to go around attacking Jewish people. Right, not even just Edomites. In general, they're only specifically targeting Jewish people. Not they don't want meanwhile we out here, everybody's getting cussed out. Whether if you Asian, you East Indian, you Arab, everybody's getting cussed out. But only them Jewish people are getting attacked. Right? Let's go look up Sakari. Out of all, you go look up Hebrew Israelite videos. When do you see like Amalekites, these Edomites, or white people in the most of the titles, or specifically Jewish people? Look at this. Just type in Sakari, WATR. Dominicans and Haitians wake up. Sakari cancels Christmas. Right, Sakari live message to Donald Trump. White man says 77 dead. A Native Americans isn't a big deal, and that's how you know we're the Israelites. Okay, black bikers ready for war with other nations right now. Understanding John. Where's all this anti Jewish people stuff? Where it's making people want to go out and attack Jewish people. You can't even see. I am just scrolling through real quickly, and there's hardly any videos even really going into Esau, right? Romans 11 breakdown, Little Haiti. Look at all these videos just going into Israel, just talking with conversations between Israelites and managers and brothers, just going out there on the street corners, edifying their people, teaching their people who they are. Like literally, like 70% of the videos, only like 30% of the videos really have to do with rebuking Esau. Esau comes up during the time when we're teaching, of course, right? But for the most part, is us telling the message is to tell people that they're the Israelites, right? And where's all this? Where's all this hate? The title of this video is "White Men Can't Jump." Where's all this hate? You know, that you got to go out and start attacking Jewish people. You can't find it. That's why they got to go out their way and look for a case. Let me go get we are not ignorant of Satan's devices real quick. And then let's read in on this article, see what these guys are talking about. So 2 Corinthians 2:11. Yo, I hate that site. I don't know. Okay, lest Satan should get an advantage over us. We turn on the light real quick. Maybe it'll brighten this up a bit. For we are not ignorant of his devices, and we're not ignorant of his devices. Right? We know what Esau does in the secrets. What people want to always call a conspiracy. conspiracy theories. It's not conspiracy. Right? These people, nobody see. You hear about all these Jewish people that own the diamond districts, the entertainment and music industries, right? All that own the TV stations. But somehow you never really see these people. These guys are always chilling and hiding up in secret. I have to get one more sip of my juice. And let me get this in Ezekiel to show y'all an example. Got my sword out. Right. Okay, this is Ezekiel 8 and 12. Okay, then said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark? So that the back in the day when our people were in rulership, when we were sinning and going off and committing idolatry, right? The ancients, it said the ancients of Israel were doing this in the dark. They weren't doing it out in the open for everybody to see, right? Every man in his chambers of his imagery, for they say, the Most High seeth us not, the Most High has forsaken the earth. Right? And what were they doing? They were doing idolatry. Look, and there stood, verse 11, there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel. In the midst of them stood Jaazaniah, the son of Shaphan, with every man his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. And who were they offering up the incense up to idols, right? Idols of the house of Israel, right upon the wall round about. So these people weren't worshiping the Most High. They stopped caring about the Most High. In fact, they forgot about it and stopped believing on him. Right? They're believing in these idols now. Okay, so the people don't do these things out in the public for everyone to see. They'll come out and, just like how Yahushua was rebuking the Pharisees, saying how on the outward you try to appear to everyone righteous, but in the inward you guys were being hypocrites and not keeping the commandments. Right? So let's go. A knife-wielding man stormed into a rabbi's home and stabbed 5 people as they celebrated Hanukkah in the Orthodox Jewish community north of New York City. So what? They had their... How's a man just walk into your house and start stabbing people unannounced? And not even just... We're talking about a celebration, right? This man probably had multiple different family members coming over to his house. And you're telling me in America, where people are able to wield guns, legally allowed to wield guns, and these people are in a house with all other sorts of weapons on them, that a man is just able to come up into your house, right? Unless they left the door open, right? He just knew this house was the house to go to, right? And these people were just unarmed. They didn't even have knives in the house. They had nothing in their house to defend themselves. Him versus like about 20 people. There's no way. There's no way. All these people, he stabbed a bunch of little boys and girls? All these men up in here. Right? So they left the door open for him to come inside and ambush. The governor said Sunday was an act of domestic terrorism fueled by intolerance and the cancer of growing hatred in America. Police tracked a fleeing suspect to Manhattan and made an arrest within 2 hours of the attack Saturday night in Monson. And now Esau is actually arresting us. He's not just killing us no more. Right? Trayvon Martin killed for over a pack of Skittles, and other brothers who just get killed for resisting arrest while they brothers be in handcuffs while they be resisting or not be resisting. Esau still guns them down. Look at Stephen Clark was in his grandma's backyard on the floor, and they shot him up. Now you're saying mans are able to go around with weapons on them, stabbing people up, and now Esau is he's not just executing us no more? Wow. This is a coincidence. This is something new happening in the earth. Right? Grafton E. Thomas had blood all over his clothing, smelled of bleach, but said almost nothing when officers stopped him, officials said. An automated license plate reader alerted officers that the suspect's car had crossed over the George Washington Bridge into New York City about an hour after the attack. Thomas was stopped and taken into custody about 2:30 minutes later. NYPD Commissioner Dermot Shea said, "This is some clean arrest. This is stuff we don't even see out here, man. This is stuff you see on Edomites." Security camera footage the NYPD made public Sunday night showed two officers approaching Thomas' sedan with guns drawn before the suspect placed his hands on the roof of the car and he was put in handcuffs. President Donald Trump condemned the horrific attack, saying in a tweet Sunday that we must all come together to fight, confront, and eradicate the evil scourge of anti-Semitism, which these guys, their word of Semitism, they've changed the word and altered it so that it only means these fake Jewish people, right? These Edomites, right? Saying that apparently they're the only people that come from Shem. Apparently is what they're saying, right? But we know many nations came from Shem, and Abraham had many children. Many nations came from Abraham. So a lot of people on this earth are Hebrews and descendants of Abraham, but not all of them are from the chosen lineage of Abraham. Right? But these guys' definition of anti-Semitism actually just goes to the word, right? To the language. Let me get it. Okay, it says Semitism, noun form of Semite. Where's Semite in the Bible? It's Shemite, right? And now look at what they said. A member of any of the people who speak or spoke a Semitic language, including in particular the Jews and Arabs. Well, the Hamites, the Canaanites aren't Semites, but they spoke a Hebrew language, right? They spoke a Hebrew language. Right, and they said including in particular the Jews and Arabs. So when you people going up against the Arabs, are you being anti-Semitic according to your own definition, because they speak a Semitic language, right? But Shem had many nations, man. Many different nations of people come from Shem, including Esau, Jacob, Moab, right? Ammon, Elam. All these nations come from Shem, but so everybody who gets attacked if them killing us Negroes and Latinos, right? That's anti-Semitism. You guys are being anti-Semitic against us, but people are so stupid they don't even really know. They don't even know what the word means. People don't read the Bible. You can't. You're talking to idiots, are you? Right? So yeah. What language? Let's go. What language did right? The Hebrews and the Canaanites were speaking the same language. Canaanite language. Right? The Canaanite language or Canaanite dialect are one of the two subgroups of the Northwest Semitic languages. Okay, so according to them, Hamites are Semitic people, which they like to call you Negroes Hamites. They like to call us Hamites or Africans. So we're according to you, we're already Semitic. Anyways, you see how stupid, you see how dumb these people are. But this is who you go out and argue against, right? So the anti-Semitic attack in Monsey, New York on the 7th night. And look how quickly Donald Trump's always here to hop on these bandwagons. I don't want to go on his filthy ass profile. We must all come together to fight, confront, and eradicate the evil scourge of anti-Semitism. This is why the time of Jacob's trouble is coming near. Right? Is why it says that the enemy shall come down as a flood. Because he knows he has but a short time. Why? Because we're waking up. The Most High fights for us when we're not sinning, right? he only has a short time to implement his mark of the beast. It says one witness described the attack as a chaotic scene punctuated with panic and screams. Thomas, 37, was arraigned Sunday and pleaded not guilty to 5 accounts of attempted murder and 1 count of burglary. Bail was set at $5 million and he remains jailed. He didn't answer questions as authorities escorted him to a waiting vehicle. Thomas's criminal history includes an arrest for assaulting a police horse, according to an official briefed on the investigation who was not authorized to discuss the matter publicly and spoke to the Associated Press on conditions of anonymity. A lawyer representing Thomas at the arraignment said he had no convictions. Okay, it said they are also looking into his mental health history. So the family's pastor said Thomas has been suffering from mental illness and that his family believes that condition was the cause of the alleged stabbings, not hatred towards Jewish people. Said his family is sorry for the pain he caused. Yeah, because every time an Edomite goes and commits a crime, these guys always say it's a mental health problem that they're suffering. So they're already going to say that it might have to do with first of all, in the same article, they're just saying that so they got the side of his family saying that he was suffering from mental health issues and it may not be that may be the cause of it, but they only want to go and go to say that he wasn't suffering from mental health. He just wanted to kill Jewish people, right? But if he really wanted to kill them, he would have just brought a gun. That's all he would have needed. Not stab people up. Are we talking about people had a whole party and he just ran? How the hell did he get into your house? So everything just seems way too convenient. Way too convenient. All of a sudden, people just all of a sudden now these guys just getting attacked out of nowhere. Not even just white people in general, just them. Right, it says, apparently some guy says, the guy came in wielding a big knife, sword, machete. I don't know what it was, said Joseph Gluck, who hit the assailant with the coffee table during the attack. He took it out of his holder, started swinging, Gluck said. The dining room, he said, emptied in split seconds, while inside the home, the assailant didn't say a word as he carried out the attack, he said. Levi Craw, 15, said he was near the rabbi's home when he saw a tall man enter in with an object. How did he enter in? Was the door open? Like, apparently he just walked in. These guys left their door open and he just walked in. Alright, now he had something in his hand that looked like an umbrella. It was covered, Cross said. Later he saw the man rushing out of the house and screaming at someone, "I'll get you." So all this, so you see, later he said he saw the man rushing out of the house. So it must have happened in about a few seconds, not later. This the only way that could have happened that fast. He said later he saw a man rushing out of the house, screaming, "I'll get you." If he wasn't just passing by, he must have been chilling and been in the area to see, or like sitting in his front lawn or something, chilling, because I don't know how you're still there. You're still there. A man goes and stabs up 5 people, and you're still there, right? Because he must have been chilling, right? Not just passing by, right? But anyways, enough of that. Right? What does the scripture say? Our let me get it. 2 Corinthians, I believe. My desk is messy. There are bottles on it. Water bottles. 2 Corinthians. 10, I believe. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We're not, there it is. 2 Corinthians 10 and for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. So there's nothing physical and violence about this message. And that's what you see. There's nothing physical in the violence about the Israelites being on the street corners. Everything's through the word. Right? What do you think you're gonna be able to beat these, to beat every so-called white man in the Americas? When these guys had the whole allies come rush down to save these Jewish people from the Nazi regime, right? The Nazis back in World War II. Right, these men rushed over from the Americas to come and defend these people. Well, where was the outcry? Where was the outcry for the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian when we were going through hundreds of years of slavery and genocide? There was nobody to come in and save us. Talking about hate crime. That was the biggest hate crime on the whole earth, but nobody gives a damn. But for these Edomites, everybody cares, right? Who were part of the Allies? It was the United States, United Kingdom, right? The British, right? Soviet Union, and China. I remember reading about this back in history class in high school. These guys came in and rushed them. So how you supposed to beat? And we were a part of that army. Negroes and Latinos were fighting in the army too. So how you think you're gonna beat them with a knife? You're gonna beat Esau? Now he has missiles and nukes and drones and chopper gunners. Now you're gonna beat him with a knife? Don't be stupid. Our people can't be that stupid. We're not beating Esau, whose blessing was a sword with the knives and guns. Our people are you drinking lean, partying, getting high, right? Getting drunk 24/7. All they care about is getting clothes, getting money. They don't care. They're not ready for war, man. They're not ready for war. Our people ain't even in shape to go fight no war. Right? Like I seen in this one video with this brother said, when the brother with Chief at that art place, these guys, there's just like a video was out like a week ago or something. They did it in Miami. And the brother said, when you guys are about some action, call me. Yeah, y'all ain't even. This is the minimum action that we're supposed to do, to go out and fish. And our people out in the I ain't even doing that much. But you guys want to be about some action. The only time where people hop into action is to go rob and sell weed and sell drugs, man. That's the only time we want action. To go rob our own people and gangbang our own people. When it comes to action against Esau, our people are quiet. But all of a sudden, our people are getting the spark to think they could take down Esau. Are you crazy? Right? So, you know the time is coming real soon. Let me get Revelations 12 and we'll close on that. Right. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So Esau knows his time is coming short. He know these Amalekites on the top, these Rothschilds, this 1% that hold all the wealth in the world, majority of it, they know the prophecies. They know that their time is short. Right? They can't keep up. Their economy is about to collapse. Their dollar is about to crash. Right? They're running low. Their food shortage is about to happen. The famine's coming. Right? So what are they trying to do? They're trying to do censorship. They're trying to get the Israelites off the street corners. Right? And they're trying to get ready to implement this chip to move everyone in the world to a digital currency, so they won't have to worry about physical money anymore. That's what they want, to chip everybody to play their role as God on the earth. Right? And anybody who isn't down for the system will be put to death. So how do you think these race wars are going to kick in? If there's no tension, Salak, if there's no tension between races, right? So he's gonna come. He's gonna come down on us, having great wrath, real soon too. Right. So with that, I want to say, Call Allah Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, and Shalom.